I've been getting this question a lot. Legions, what are the best 4-star characters I can invest in? Because I'm free to play, and obviously there's not a lot of 5 stars in the game, and a lot of people are just getting On and Joker, and that's it, and they want another, set of characters they can use for endgame, since some of the endgame modes, like Velvet Trials, requires you to use 2 teams, and there's later on going to be a game mode that makes you use 3 teams. So I will be showing you guys the best characters to invest in, and which characters don't even waste your time investing in, because they are not good and they're not future-proof at all. I'm going to go in order with DPS, support, and then debuffer. Right now, there's 2 DPS characters that are 4 stars that do decent enough damage to be almost compared to a 5-star, but just fall short of doing the damage of a 5-star character with the 5-star stats. Right now, Katon is one of the best ones. You get her dupes. She is extremely good. She has the ability to do AoE ice damage, one of the few characters that can do that. She also does follow-up attacks, so she can do extra damage. Her damage output is actually really, really good. And she does have one single target attack that deals a lot of damage, which is her S3. You're gonna be using that a lot unless you're trying to do S1 to down a lot of characters. Her ult also does damage based on their missing HP, which is really, really good. The next DPS character is going to be Shirati. He is a win DPS unit. I'm gonna be honest though, the only thing that he has with him that makes him bad, he does do more damage than Katon. The only thing that makes him bad is his S1 is the only move that can inflict wind sweep, and unfortunately it's a very low chance. It's only 12% chance. So for him to do the most amount of damage, which is with his S3, deal wind damage to one foe equal to 34% of your attack, 3 hits, when right to strike is at 3 or more stacks. So the only thing is, you're going to want to have windswept, because windswept is going to make him do a lot more damage. It decreases defense by 12% for 2 turns. This is how he's going to get the most damage. Unfortunately, he has a low chance of doing this. The only other character in the game that has this is Morgana, and Morgana does do it a lot easier, and pairing him with him is really good, but I don't recommend pulling for Morgana. As I said, my reroll guide, he falls off super fast. To be honest, as a healer, Lufel is a better healer than him. He is not worth pulling at all. So that the only thing is, you're not going to have the windswept proc that much at all with the defense break. But you could pair him with another character, like if you have Ling Liao, which is, I think that's her name, or Yaoling Li, whatever the fuck her name is. It's Rin. You can pair her. I'll show you on the screen. She has an AoE defense break. She's right here. She has an AoE defense break, so you can pair her with him. But I think he does the most damage comparatively to all the other 4 stars. Katon is right behind him, but there's not that many wind damage units in the game, so unless you build Wonder with a wind persona, he is going to be very good to build as well. Now, I will say both Katon and Shirati also fall off later on. But to be honest, people still use them in China and Korean versions a year later. So if there comes up a stage where you need ice units for both sides when you're using 2 different teams, and you only have an ice DPS for one side, you could definitely use Katon, and vice versa for the wind, because they do decent enough damage, especially if you pair them with the right units, like a support, debuffer, etc. Speaking of supports, next 4-star character that you will want to be building, and is pretty future proof even after a year, does not fall off that much at all. Kamya. He is also going to pair perfectly with Makoto when she comes out. He is an amazing buffer. He buffs attack and crit damage very, very well. He has ultimate boost right here, increases attack by 14% for 2 turns, and for each stack of power friendship, the target has increased attack by 20% of Kamya's attack, and more, up to 1,108. That can be increased, of course. Then you have the Justice Barrier, which grants people a shield, takes away a little bit of their HP, and then gives them a shield that's more than what their HP that was taken away, and also gives them 2-turn regen, which is very good. And when you get his dupes will give him a crit damage increase that you want. I believe it's on his the 6th. Yeah, when you're using a skeleton ally below HP 60%, increases critical damage by 25% for 1 turn. Very, very good for Makoto, who is going to be one of the best damage dealing units, especially for nuclear, when she comes out. And bro, just look at his persona. His persona is so damn cool, bro. Now the next 2, or the last 2, shall I say, I'm not going to go into too much, because they're going to be your navigators, the navigators that you get buffs from, a little sporadically while you're in battle. You have Tomiyama, who you can get for free. She's good. She gives you, attack buffs, SP back. Very, very good. The thing is, both her and the other navigator, which is right here, Miyu, she is also decent in the beginning, but the thing is, her sustain is not really that good. You're still gonna need a healer. She does shield your characters, but it's not good enough to not, warrant having a healer. So both of these two are going to be pretty much your only navigators unless you pull Puppet, which I don't think is worth pulling either. Do not re-roll for this character. It's not worth it. So both Miyu and Tomiyama are going to be your free pretty much SR navigators that you can have, so you can have 2 different teams. But when Futaba and Manaka come out, they are going to replace them completely. Like, you definitely want to pull for those 2 characters when they come out. Manaka is this character right here, Manaka Nago. She is going to be your navigator. She's still tier 0 in China right now. Same thing with Futaba. These 2 characters are absolutely broken. To be honest, all the other characters, not worth building. You're going to replace them eventually with 5 stars. You could even do the tank girl, but she falls off super hard. And her, like, role as a tank is not really that good, to be honest. She can't really sustain your team or taunt that well. So all the other characters I named here are pretty much the ones you're going to be focusing on. The 2 DPS characters right here. Leo, who is so freaking good. He is such an amazing support even a year later. And then you could use your 2 navigators, because the only navigators you're going to have until we ever get the Futaba and Manaka banner, which might be quite a bit until we get them. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. And if you guys want to check out my beginner guide, I made a beginner guide on all the things you need to know about the game, what to waste your stamina on, what to do to improve your account, what to level, what to not waste, stamina on and not make mistakes. I did all that in beginner guide. I'll leave that link down below. There's also a reroll guide, but I'm going to be honest, spoiler, it's not worth rerolling because you can only reroll for standard characters, and you can get on with 2 selector tickets, and the reroll takes like 13 to 15 minutes to get the 34 tickets to do the 4 multis. Not really worth it in my opinion, because all those characters pretty much fall off anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell to be notified for future videos on Persona 5 the Phantom X and many more gotchas that are going to be coming out in the future. If you guys are going to have any questions with certain things, I'm going to be doing a lot of guides on the game. And if this video helped you guys out, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.